Medicare parts A and B. Medicare parts A and B. That's my new favorite song. Medicare parts A and B.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever you are.
Welcome to the pod. Welcome to the Gilded Trash podcast. Halloween edition. Halloween. Samhain.
You said it right.
Yeah, I
Samhain.
always. What? Samhain.
You're fine.
Samhain. I don't know what they were saying, but.
I know. Well, it's spelled Samhain.
No, I know. Well, you know, Glenn Danzig, his band after the Misfits was called Samhain. Well, it was called Samhain, but that's what everybody called it though, because you know, like metalheads have no clue, so they were like, Samhain. You like Samhain, man? I was like, who's this Sam guy?
I used to love Danzig. I haven't listened to them in a long time, but
Yeah, so in between Danzig and Misfits, there was a band called Samhain where Glenn Danzig was the singer. So
interesting little tidbit.
yeah, they have some songs. I got a feel. I love the Misfits are like probably one of they used to only do like shows on Halloween. It's like a whole
I didn't know.
legendary like thing around the Misfits and Halloween and stuff.
I did not know that.
Yeah, very scary stuff.
Were
Very
they doing
scary.
satanic rituals?
They might have been knowing Glenn Dan now.
Well,
um,
so when I think of him, um, I go back to the old rumor from the 90s that he's the bastard child of Jim Morrison.
you know where that comes from? Because they both sing like, "Ah." You know what I mean? Like
Well,
they both sing like that.
yes, but however, his mom was allegedly the woman who Jim Morrison did that fake wedding, the blood ritual
I
wedding
don't know that
with.
there's any truth to that, though.
I don't know either.
Yeah, if
It's a
I
rumor.
vaguely remember, I've dug into this, and I don't think that. I think it's pretty foolproof that Glenn Danzig's not the child of Jim Morrison.
It's a fun rumor. It was fun
Yes,
in the
I
90s.
love those rumors. It's right up there with Marilyn Manson and his rib removal in heavy metal lore.
I said true. I mean,
What's
at
that?
least I said, is it true? We don't know.
That's what they say.
At
That's
least
what
it's
they
not the
say.
oh, what's his name? The hamster rumors.
The what?
Richard Gere hamster rumors.
Oh, yeah, gerbil. It was a gerbil.
Oh, gerbil. Sorry.
Big
There's a difference.
difference. Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't have different names if there wasn't. They're
They look the same to me.
both little rodent creatures.
They're cute though.
There's something, especially when you put them up your pooper. No, there's a.
Hopefully you do not know.
Do you remember? There's a South Park where it's like Lemmy Winks is the gerbil inside Richard Gere, and they have a song and everything. It's like Lemmy Winks, Lemmy Winks. It's like this whole thing. He's on a journey. We'll watch it after this. It's a good one.
Oh my gosh. Um, so this is actually our second Halloween doing the podcast.
Second
I'm excited about
Halloween.
that. Yeah. And our second Halloween where we ain't doing shit for Halloween either.
I mean, we've been doing lots for Halloween.
We have.
I've been celebrating the season by watching scary movies while I work. That's how I celebrate it. I watch Halloweens 1 through 19. No, but I do. I like to turn on the Halloweens. Um, this brings up a good discussion because we were talking about this a little bit at work. But Halloween movies, what exactly? Through and through. Sure, there's a ton of scary movies, but that doesn't necessarily make them a Halloween movie. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't view Scream as like a Halloween movie. I mean, people like to watch scary movies at Halloween, but it's not
Right.
like A Halloween movie is like Hocus Pocus, where it's about Halloween.
Halloween
Hocus
Town?
Pocus, Halloween Town, Ernest Scared Stupid, uh, whatever, the
Who be
goose the second
Halloween?
the what?
Who
Who
be
Be
Halloween?
Halloween, yes. Who Be Halloweenzos. Yeah, that's a Halloween movie. Um, but Halloween, the horror movie, is sort of like it's like the crossover event. It's like
Right.
it's a real deal horror movie, but it's also a real deal Halloween movie because that's part of what makes it scary is that innate fear that you have of Halloween.
Yeah. Yes. My favorite Halloween movie of all of them though was the one where the television was programming people's brains. So
Mm.
like a pumpkin would start singing and then like everybody was being programmed through the pumpkin. I
I don't know what
promise.
that is.
I think it's
You know what
Halloween
also
too.
how you're thinking of Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, I believe.
Were people being brainwashed through their
Well,
TVs?
Halloween 3 is the only one that doesn't have to do with Michael Myers. And I
Yeah,
know it has
that's the
something to
one.
do with some witch factory, like they're making masks or something. I don't know. You know what somebody brought up at work today, though? Their favorite Halloween thing to watch was, though. Oh, it's David Pumpkins.
I cannot stand David Pumpkins. If so, the fact that I already, in my heart of hearts, believe that Tom Hanks messes with children,
Don't
that
say that. Cut that out. Say Tom Hanks is engaged in other, because I don't want to put that out there.
I say it on socials all the time. I can't stand him. That whole mitten thing is so weird to me.
It might be, but it also might be. It might be nothing.
I mean, it could be nothing, but the fact that other people have gotten that creeper vibe from him, and then he goes out and does David Pumpkin, which is like an animated, weird version of the
I
creeper
hear
that's in
you
my
on that, but
brain.
like these rumors don't really surround Tom Hanks unless people were just like, "Oh, I get a creepy." Like, there's no accusations against Tom Hanks.
No.
No, no. But yeah, David Pumpkins. Saturday Night Live has a lot of good Halloween stuff throughout the years. That's always fun to watch. My
Yeah.
favorite, I would like to watch. My favorite was like you talk about. Of course, people talk about it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. That's sort of like the that changed the game for Charlie Brown too, because that was like the first one, right? Charlie Brown, yes, Charlie Brown's Christmas. That was sort of the game changer for because so Halloween, what you have to understand is Halloween was long a bad holiday. Trick or treating didn't really start till the 1950s. There was this effort to sort of get kids to calm down because they were so wild. And they so there was this big push to make it sort of like the commercial holiday that we know today, but like Charlie Brown Christmas in the 1970s, that like solidified the deal. You know what I mean? In terms of like making it this commercial kids holiday.
Right. Right.
And but my favorite though was I think it was from the 80s. It was Garfield's Halloween.
I don't think
I
I've ever
like
seen that one.
I like a Gar. We'll watch it. I think you can still find it. I love a Garfield Halloween. And I don't even know because I really wasn't into Garfield, but for whatever reason, I had a tape that had it on there, and I had a tape. So like when you're a kid, there's like 4 VHS tapes at your house. So one of the tapes though had like specials. It was like Rudolph was
Oh,
on there.
yes.
Uh, Frosty the Snowman. But then there was some Halloweens. Here was the kicker, though. It was only like the last 20 minutes or 15 minutes of the Garfield special. So every time I was watching this, it always started in the middle. And like, it wasn't something that they showed every year. So it was just, I don't know. There was also a half of like a My Little Pony movie on there or Care
Oh
Bears or
my.
something. I don't remember.
I didn't like the My Little Pony, but I loved Care Bears.
Oh, yeah. I liked Care Bears. I had Care Bear pajamas, Care Bear bed sheets.
I love me some Care
I
Bears.
had a Care Bear too. I don't know nothing about the Care Bears. Like now, I don't remember like you know what I mean, like character names or anything like that. But I remember that I liked them.
Oh, hi yeah, I wouldn't remember character names now. I mean, they're all resurfacing. They're They're
Sure.
always they're always making the rounds. Matter of fact, half of TikTok has Care Bears as their profile pictures right now, but they made their own versions. So like they have like they're like a it's kinda like a mashup between a Garbage Pail Kid and a Care Bear because it's a Care Bear, but it's like
Oh,
thug.
yeah. Little
Yeah, it's
trick,
kind of funny.
little, yeah, that's kind of funny. Yeah, I kind of like that. Um, but yeah, I mean, other than that, as far as like Halloween goes, um, I mean, movies and shows and stuff like that. We like to watch like episodes specific of like sitcoms or whatever that's specific to Halloween, but Halloween viewing is not as plentiful as one might think it might be.
No, like, we need to start a whole Hallmark line of Halloween shows and movies.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Just people embrace Halloween almost more than Christmas. I'm surprised that they haven't capitalized on this.
Yeah, I know, like but, like, I mean, The Good Witch, kind of, like, but that's about as far as it goes, and I don't really like
Sure,
that movie. I mean, I don't not like her, but she's there's
it's
something about
exactly
her
what
that
you imagine it to be if you thought of a Hallmark witch movie. I mean,
yeah, that's
it's
exactly it.
it's right there.
Yeah, like, how do I wanna say it? They almost want her to be, like, mysterious and sexy, but she doesn't pull it off, and so it comes off campy and, like it's just
I
it
always
feels disingenuous.
I my thing with her is people always said that about her being sexy, but I can't get she got that goofy eye. I can't look at it. It throws me off, man. It does. I thought that back when
Right.
she was in Jag. Somebody catches you with that. It's just something, and I'm not knocking it. Whatever. I get it. It's not her fault, but it just throws
Right.
me off.
Or it's just bad acting, like, seriously, it could just be bad acting, right?
Not only that, but she's had so much work done to her lips that it looks kind of ridiculous. I think that's part of it. She's like, you know what I
Stop
mean?
it. Don't be making fun, because I told you, I've been talking to some friends
You
this week,
ain't
I'm
getting
about
your
to
if you put something in your lips, that's gonna be the dips.
Botox right here.
Your lips look fine. Your face looks fine. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I did Botox.
No.
I'm talking about it. But at any rate, we do not make fun of people for altering their appearance because that is a personal opinion that they have about themselves. And
I
we
mean, I
support
make fun of
women.
people's
For
appearances regular before they do work, so it's only fair to do it after as well. And I don't
equal
think it's funny.
opportunity.
I think it's funny. I don't care if people make fun of my appearance. That's the way I look at it. It's the only thing you got, like, who gives a shit? At the end of the day, it
Yeah.
don't matter.
I
So
don't care if people make fun of my
it's
appearance either.
fun it's fun to make fun of.
The latest thing on TikTok is that I have teeth like a horse.
Again, you can tell it when it doesn't automatically ring a bell, like, it has to be obvious for it to be funny. Does that make sense?
Right.
Like, you
Right.
can't be
Right.
making fun of somebody and you're, like, out here looking like, if somebody called me what but, like, what's funny is the Patton Oswalt one, because it's true, like, you're like, "Oh, yeah, I see that." You're like a little pudgy, funny looking guy. Yeah, that's why it's funny, but if people say, like, "Oh, you're fat," or "You're short," or, like, I'm not really fat. I'm chunky, but I'm not fat, so that doesn't really
Right.
work. I'm short,
Right.
but I'm not that short. I'm not hilariously short.
Right.
Like, so, that kinda stuff, it's like, when the people go to those kinda things, you know it's full of crap. That's what I'm saying with, like, the
Yeah.
horse teeth one. Like, if it's not obvious, like, somebody with horse teeth, you ought to look at 'em and you're like, "Whoa, Nelly."
Right, like, people wouldn't tell me all the time that they love my smile if the first thing was like, "Mm,"
These
but
giant teeth, right.
I mean,
Right,
I
that's
do have big teeth though, and I have been conscious about, like, my gap in my teeth over the years, but it definitely gives me character. I've
no.
put fake veneers on to see what it would look like. I look weird with perfect
Big
teeth.
teeth is
Weird.
Horace from Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. That's big teeth.
I don't know who that is, but
He like,
I
'cause
know
he's
that.
like, "I like walks around like this." I'm Horace. You probably shouldn't say
I've
that.
heard you do that before, I just didn't know it
Yeah,
was
that's what
funny.
I'm talking about. Yeah, he just is big goofy guy on Dr. Quinn.
So what's like, I know you've been watching, like, everything, and we probably talked about it last year, but what's your absolute favorite Halloween movie?
Halloween movie? I guess Halloween. It's right in the title. Yeah, it's right in
Oh,
the
wait,
title.
hold on a second. Somebody's at the door. So I'm sure that got all picked up on camera, but that was the lady who's
Yeah, I
running
heard it
for
all.
city council.
Who was it?
Charlene Stanton. She's running for city council.
What's she doing? What's she about?
Um, Not using $8 million of city's funds to build a useless park. She's about more police, cleaning up the crime, cleaning up the neighborhoods. She has a cat rescue site, so I'll look into that. Mm, yeah, I'll cut this out. Like I don't want to talk about it until after the election. See
No,
what
I haven't.
happens.
I need
But
to look into her. I don't know her.
I'm not endorsing anyone, but she's very
I mean,
vocal on
I'm endorsing Taylor Clark. I know we know him. I stand
yeah.
by him.
Yeah, which sucks because Taylor is way left leaning.
I mean, it doesn't. He's not though. He's like a. He is, but he's
He's
not
middle of
like.
the road. Right.
Yeah, it's middle of the road. But anywhere here, you're going to be left leaning, especially when you're under 30 or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. And plus
He's
he's a
not
business
left leaning on the weird stuff. He's just. I mean, you know how
right.
kids are. Yeah,
I
but no,
know.
I fully
But
support him.
he's a business owner. He's a great businessman. He's a great spokesperson.
We need
Um
everybody involved if Johnstown's gonna turn around. It don't matter what side of the aisle you're on. The
exactly.
only side
Exactly.
is us and them. Are you gonna do
That
something for the city? Or are you gonna be a fucking douchebag like the rest of these morons have been running this town for the last 50, 60 years? Come on down here.
come on down here. I can't even do it. I just turned Cajun. I can't do a Pittsburgh accent. Like it just comes out of my face.
Oh, I've caught the other day when I was in the shower doing comedy, I caught myself saying something and I was like, Jesus Christ. It like sounded so it was like, do you I can't even do it. And I didn't even like I said, the more Trevor Austin said this one time I heard him talking about it. Like the more you do it as like an exaggeration, the more it becomes part of you.
Well, that's a great segue because we can talk about our show. We were surrounded Saturday by Pittsburghers, right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
so Blake's accent, oh my God.
Yeah, those O's, buddy.
Julian's,
That's it. No, I
Julian
know
has,
it's all of them. It's all pronounced. Um, but yeah, no. But let's go back to it. We built this. You know that we've been building a comedy club here in our house. We did it. We pulled the trigger. We had a show. It went really, really well.
it went off
Really,
without a
really well.
hitch. It really did.
And we'll definitely do it again. And yeah, the food was great. We had way too much food per
As
usual.
always.
Per usual, but this felt really excessive. Um, um, no, but it was great. Like it turned out so well. It was a great room filled with laughter. Everybody had a great time. We had a lot of fun. I just can't say enough how much I love those benches there. I built benches. It's what I do. I build benches.
And I'm really proud of you, babe. I mean, you've never built anything like that
I
before.
don't
It was,
build. I'm not a
we didn't,
builder.
we didn't have like true specs or anything. We just kind of used YouTube and ChatGPT and you figured it out, right? Like,
I did a little bit of measuring, a little bit of cutting here and there. Bang, bang. Got yourself a fucking bench
and it's a
that
U bench.
holds it.
It goes along. It's so I'll
Yeah.
show the picture for those of you who have not been bombarded by my Facebook post about it. But the one wall is 12 feet long. So it's 12 foot in the long section, and then it's 4 feet on the shorter sections on each side. The other one you made a little bit longer than 4 feet, but still,
Yeah,
like,
6 feet. It's 6
holy.
feet.
So, like, it covers that whole half of the room, and It's amazing because that piece of the room just felt like it was weirdly,
And it's
I don't know.
solid. How I did the middle part, unbelievable. You seen everybody sit your brother, Mark, we're all sitting there, so that sucker will hold you. That
Yeah, and
sucker
that's
will
the
hold you.
important part, right?
Yeah.
So and it's a great little space now because it fits the 10-foot table, right? So we
Yep.
could put the 10-foot table there and have dinner. We can have,
Oh,
a
yeah.
we
That's
can do whatever now. That room
we
is
have so much
so
more room for
versatile.
activities. And it
Yes,
really
we
can
do.
the room can really be anything you want to be because that's the beauty. It's a shapeless room now.
Right,
In the sense
right,
of you can be whatever you want it to be. If you want to have a football party in there, you can have a football party in there. If you want to have a big dinner, you can have a big dinner. You want to have a comedy show, have a comedy show. Karaoke, you could do it. You can do whatever
right,
you want with it
right,
because it's a blank
right.
slate. It's a blank slate.
And
It's an event
I
room.
can't even talk about all the future things that I wanna have in there in about 10 years because can't talk about it, but you know what I
Oh, yeah.
mean.
Oh, I know.
All
So many things. I
so
have
many
to say,
things.
too, this picture behind me, and it's very distracting. The combination of the My Chemical Romance album at the bottom of this guy, when I'm turned like this and you can't see the edge, because my picture is small in the camera, it looks like the menu to Rocky's Cascade Pizza. It looks like the pizza's at the bottom, and there's a guy standing up top doing something
I
with
see
it.
pizza now. I can see
Yeah,
that.
tell me that's just in my I'm like, "Why do I have a giant pizza menu hanging on my wall?" Now, in the big, it doesn't look like that. Anybody looking at this in a big frame is never gonna see it, but because the picture's small as I'm looking in the camera, it looks like
Yeah,
a pizza menu.
I can totally see that now that you said that. Yeah, I love it.
So
Oh my
weird.
god. So, yeah, so you built a bench. We're gonna do so many things with that room. It's amazing. The turnout on Saturday was great. The food, but what
The
was
turnout was
awesome was
okay. We coulda had a little bit better, but it'll be fine, it'll be fine. Everybody had a great time, that's all that matters, the crowd was good. How they
that's what I
behave is more
mean.
important than the size, yeah.
Right. Like, would I have liked to have a couple more bodies and seats? Absolutely. And
Of
if
course.
y'all didn't show up, you're dumb for not coming because it was a blast.
Yeah,
But
you'd have had a lot of fun.
but when I say great turnout, like literally the whole room was vibrating with laughter from beginning to end. It was a
Yeah,
great
right, the people
time.
that came, it was fun had a good time, had a
Yeah.
good time.
Yes. It was
They
so
come down
fun.
here, they had a good time. That's, um no, but we, of course, had I mean, the lineup, though, I mean, of course, we knew it was gonna be that good because we personally curated the list, but I just have to say, like, I'm really good at ranking comedians, like, because we always get, like, the to me, what I think is, like, the best. We go to a lot of shows and, there's always a person or 2 you're like, I could have probably did without them." But I feel like
Yeah.
I'm,
Yeah.
like the way that I try to do it is I wanna be the worst one on my own show. I know that sounds dumb, but
No, it doesn't. It doesn't
it
at
only
all. I
makes
get
you
it.
look better.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you're just amongst the that's something that I think people sometimes are afraid is, like, to get people that are too funny. I don't think that. That's only gonna elevate your comedy. People only remember the good stuff. They don't remember, like, they're gonna be like, "Oh, that one guy, whatever." That's all they're gonna say, like, if you're not impactful. So,
Right.
it's like, I'd rather just have the best show possible. Um,
Yes.
but yeah, and it just elevates the whole thing. But yeah, no, it was great. I think everybody really, I mean, had a great time. I didn't hear any negative reviews. Um, which brings up another interesting point. We're gonna talk about it right here real quick. I'm gonna try to snag an interview, but I haven't even heard anything from him, and it's like 4 days away. Um, we got an open mic coming up at Fetz's Sports Pub here in Johnstown this coming Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. They're gonna give away prizes. I'm gonna do a feature set. Frank's gonna host. It's gonna be grand. We try to get as many people in there as we can. Fetz's has good food. Get yourself some of them little barbecue kielbasa bites. Them things will knock your socks
They're
off.
so good. Oh my god, I love those barbecue kielbasis.
Mm. I don't even know.
Mm.
Here's the thing: is like I've done them here at the house numerous times. It's like not even the same thing. I don't know what they're doing or what they're using or how they're cooking it, but those little bastards are good, man.
Well, first of all, they brown them on the grill a little bit, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure, 100%. But I
And that
can't
brings
figure
out
out.
some of the sugar, I
Right,
think.
but here's the kicker though, is I can't figure out if they cook them, then if they grill them, then put them in the sauce and just serve them, or if they cook them, put them in the sauce and they're like on a pot and they're just dipping them out. That's another scenario,
Oh.
which is what I think might be happening, which is why the flavor is so rich in the barbecue sauce and you get such a good caramelization of those sugars.
Oh my god. Uh, well, you could ask Chad, I guess. He might
Yeah, I
tell you his
could.
trade secret.
I'm sure that he
Plus Fetz
probably
is
will.
just that's the other thing that I like about having the open mic there is that it's super accessible. It's right at
If
the
you're
end of the
coming to
highway.
Johnstown, it's literally the easiest place to go, and they have a huge parking lot right across the street.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you can park right there at the stadium. So it's like the ease with which to go there is you're not going to find another venue in Johnstown that you can get to as easy as you can get to Fetz's if you're coming from somewhere else
Right,
outside of
right,
Johnstown. Like if you're in
right.
Johnstown, it is what it is. It's the same as going anywhere else.
Yeah.
But if you're coming from Altoona or some, a lot of these people are going to be coming in from out of town, Altoona, State College, Huntington, wherever they may come from,
Right.
Bedford, wherever. It's literally when you get into Johnstown, I mean, it's bing, bang, boom, right off the highway. If you can
Right.
call it a highway, which I don't, but
And they have a lot of space there. I mean, inside of Fetz's, like, it kinda almost looks small from outside and you're not sure, but there's plenty of room in there.
yeah,
So,
there's
I love it. I
tables.
love that
Yeah,
place.
there's plenty of room at the bar. The bar goes around. Yeah, it's a good little place. I love Fetz's. We love going there.
Yeah.
Karaoke. Uh, yeah,
Yeah. I haven't done
it's good
karaoke in
stuff.
forever, except for
It
at my own
says,
house.
here is my question though to the masses is because I heard that he's not going to do karaoke more since we moved here. But is JR still hosting karaoke at Fetz's?
I
Because
don't know
like
if he does
every,
it
I
at
swear to
Fetz's, but
God,
he still does it at Rocky's on Friday nights.
what's that?
I don't know if he does it at Fetz's anymore, but he still does it at Rocky's on Friday nights.
Well, I'm just saying he's supposedly never going to do karaoke again. Every time I've ever, they're like, "This is JR's last time doing karaoke," and maybe that's how they get people there. I don't know, but no, I love JR. I'm not saying like anything against him. I just and I know that he's changing jobs and he changes, that he's made some different decisions along the way as far as what he wanted to do with the business. But I'm just kidding. I'm giving him a hard time busting his balls because it does feel like we've been to like 9 different final JR karaokes,
I
right? Am I wrong
agree.
in that? Like
No, no, you're
because a
not.
couple times we're
And
like, "Oh,
then
we'll make sure we come out for that because it's the last one." Like then
and
a
then a
week
month
later I
later
see
he
a
pops
post.
up.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure he's still doing it at Rocky's over in Woodvale.
I think he's
Um,
still doing it at Fetz's too.
yeah, I think you might be right, but didn't they say there's a, open like a open mic a music open mic there on Thursdays or something?
They do jam night or whatever on Thursdays, I think. Or no, karaoke's I don't know, one of the
Yeah,
night,
karaoke's
maybe
Wednesdays.
Wednesdays karaoke, Thursdays jam night.
Yeah. But
So
jam night, I mean, that's interesting. I wouldn't mind going down for that because I used to jam out at Dively's around here. But we have a lot of friends out the Altoona way who like to do jam
who are
music jams.
doing a lot of
Yeah,
gigging and
so
doing a lot of
yeah,
jamming.
and
Kevin,
gigging.
Alyssa, we got the guy that plays the I love that guy. He does a
Yeah,
country
yeah,
roads accordion that I love, man.
yeah.
Good stuff.
I know. I'm
Uh,
like seriously obsessed. I want to learn how to play the accordion now.
oh, I know, it's crazy, it's fun, it looks fun. because there's
It
so
does
much
look
going,
fun.
just a lot of
Yeah.
this,
It
and
looks, like, peaceful too. It feels like it would work my chicken wings off. I don't know.
as
I've
long as
seen
we're
stuff.
not doing polka, I think we're fine. Polka, polka, polka,
I like polka
Yamabuchi
music.
polka, kiss me polka. No,
I so
that's
up at Lorraine Borough at the we call it the ball field, but, it's actually like an event place for folks who don't know. They have pavilions there and this, that, and the other. Well, they used to have a polka fest. I'm sure they probably still do. I just haven't been to it in forever. Oh my god, polka fest is I love polka fest
I imagine that polka fest is a lot better than polka music because you have polka food, polka
and polka
kielbasa,
beer. Yeah,
polka kielbasa, polska
Polska,
kielbasa, polska
Polska.
kielbasa. But
Yeah,
yeah, no,
yeah,
I imagine you got lots. I bet that's a sausage fest in more than one way.
yeah, it
Oh,
is.
but that's it. Mm, yeah.
My my gram used to she could yodel a little bit and she would be like diddy diddy diddy, but she would do it to like polka music. So she'd walk around the house diddy diddy and all the time to polka tunes, and her birds would pick it up, and her birds could like diddy
Sing
and
polka,
polka. Mm,
polka,
yeah,
polka. I
there's
just
something about polka music. I just like. I guess because I grew up here, and it's like it's not wholly Western Pennsylvania, but it kind of
well,
is.
no, it's not because what's weird about it is you see a huge. And the accordion is a fascinating instrument because look at its influence on country western music via the way of Mexico.
Right,
Because Southwest music, Mexican music, has a lot of accordion in it. They love an accordion.
right, but it's
And so
not
that's where it comes
polka.
right, but it because of those German immigrants
Mm, right.
that went to Mexico, that a big part of that's where that all comes from in Mexico.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
because it's a
fact.
hu I mean, you can fact check it. I'm almost 100% sure that it was German influence on Mexican music that led to, because there was a lot of immigrants that went to Mexico to be like cowboys and stuff.
Yeah, I did know that.
And so, but a big part of it, and so they had the music and stuff that goes with it. So I'm almost pretty sure about that.
Pretty, pretty sure.
Pretty, pretty sure.
um, what did I say that I wanted to talk about? And I was like, oh
Something in Halloween, Pennsylvania.
no, Chappie's giving us crap for that. Oh, well, let's talk about something that comes up every single year. Every year. There's the lore and there's the tells and there's the people
Ooh.
giving you tips and advice. I thought that it was my parents lying to me so they could eat half my candy before I figured out what was in my damn box or my
Well,
bag,
that's what it
right?
was.
That's what I thought it was. But every year, this year it's fentanyl. They're putting fentanyl in the candy.
Well, this started back in it started the same time as Satanic Panic back in the '80s. This whole candy, like
Yes.
that people were just massively dosing. You could go to the hospital, get your handy X-rayed. I never forget that because we did that one year and we wait. It was like 2 hours at the hospital. It was never again. Mom said, "Who needed
Oh
it?"
my
She's
God.
like, and I remember. Well, what's hilarious is I remember saying, "Your dad did find one thing that looked open, so he ate it." But as if that's the
Exactly. That's what
solution
I'm
if it's poisoned. Like, I'm gonna eat this just in case it's poisoned.
saying.
Just in case.
So
That logic just cracks me up.
And when they say drugs, like, are you fucking kidding me? Who's wasting their drugs on children? Because, like, a couple years ago, like, this year is fentanyl, which is scary. I mean, that's just scary. But a couple years ago, it was MDMA or like Molly or whatever that they were allegedly putting in the candy. Like, who's giving away Molly free
Well,
to
and not
kids?
only that, but like, I could see accidental like fentanyl poisoning. You know what I mean? Like, so, first off, how many fentanyl addicts do you know are giving away candy and trick or treat? Like, just if from a
Right.
perspective of things, like these people are not participating in society in the way that the rest of us are. The fact that they're like,
Exactly.
huh, like, let me get a bag of candy to give out to the kids.
So
No,
that's the
any
thing is
money
that
they have is going to fentanyl.
well, and if you
Duh.
look it up, that like statistically, the times that that has been actually done, it was people going after their own kids. Like their intent was to get their own kids. So I
To
found
fake
the
some kind
original,
of accident or something, right?
right. So the original one of that happened in Texas in the 70s. And the guy, he took pixie sticks and poisoned them with cyanide. But it was to kill his son because he wanted the insurance money. So it did indeed
Right.
happen one time in Texas
And
in the
that's not even
70s,
drugs. Cyanide isn't even like the
the good
stories
stuff.
you always hear is it's like you might accidentally get crack, like it's not
Right.
it's never like
I mean,
poison's a whole different thing. Like
right, exactly. Or
and,
like
and, and
the
like you
razor
said,
blades. It's all just hyperbole. Like just
yeah, it's just you it was scare tactics for whatever reason. I don't even really know. Again, like the satanic panic, I'm not sure what the purpose of it really was, but um it didn't
how
amount to
many people
anything
were
good.
possessed in the 80s?
How many kids did we stop from eating razor blades out of apples? First off, you got an apple in your Halloween bag, you ain't fucking eating that thing. You're pitching it. That's crap, it's garbage. Nobody that was
Oh my
trying to
god.
do anything would put it in apple. If you really wanted to trick it, you would like insert in the middle of a Snickers bar. Like the
Right.
logic is completely out the window. Like
Right.
it just doesn't make sense. Again, because it didn't happen. It's not happening. People, it's just not something that
It's
I'm not saying it's never
exhausting.
happened, and I'm not saying that it never could happen or would happen. Anything can happen.
Right.
But like
But that's
the
the
idea
thing
that
is
there's like,
risk, right? So that's what people are playing on is your willingness to risk your child. So it's just people who want to incite fear and what like that's going to be the thing that you're afraid of most is that your child gets hurt, right? And for most people who have children, that's going to be their fear of all fears. It's a mind game, it's a control factor. Anytime that you are able to assert fear into somebody else's life, that person gets a little giddiness out of it. But if people just actually fucking thought through it logically, they would arrive at the same conclusions that we do. There's calculated
right.
risk in everything that you do in life, but
And not
that's the
only
one where people
that,
are gonna
most, yeah, it's just not really a thing. It's just, yep, like you said, I'm not into it.
I may or may not give out candy tomorrow. I want to kind of, but it's also 2
Here's
degrees
the thing is I
outside, I
love
swear.
the idea of giving out candy. That sounds
I
fun.
wanna give it out. Like,
But
I'm not a
we're gonna
mean
have
person.
listen, we're gonna have plenty of candy to there's gonna be we can't talk about it. We can't talk about it. But we're gonna have plenty of opportunities in the future to participate in these activities. So I'm
Right,
not
but when
concerned
that
that I've been missing
happens,
out.
I'm looking forward to hay rides and pumpkin carvings
Oh,
and
of course, but
mazes.
none of that takes place on trick or treat, but that's the bonus part of it though, is all the field activities, petting zoos, pick your own pumpkin patch, uh,
Press your own
a-
cider.
apple cider slushies. Uh, I saw somebody was doing,
Oh,
I think it was at the Treasure Apple Ranch or whatever. It was like cider slushies with ice cream. like
That
a
sounds amazing.
you know what
Like
I'm
a
talking about,
snowball. Yeah,
yeah, like a
yeah, a
snowball, but with
snowball.
apple cider slushy instead of, whatever
That
flavor you like,
sounds so good. It's like apple pie a la mode, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
kinda,
kind of.
sure.
I'm gonna have to try
But
that.
yeah,
I need to go try it. Let's ride down the treasures this weekend.
um,
Treasures.
I think I saw that it was like they might not even be doing it anymore. That's how, you know what I mean? I'll have to look. Because it was like a limited thing. I'm saying they were, like,
Right.
doing it. I don't know if they'll
Well,
still be doing it this weekend, but we can
speaking
look.
of Halloween apple confectionaries, I
Mm.
decided to try my hand at making candied apples. But first, I tried it on cranberries. That was really effing good. I've never
I
made
would
hardtack candy before, so it was kind of messy, but I would do it again.
Oh, the cranberries were delicious. I'd eat a pile of them. If it was a little bit less messy, I felt like they got a little sticky. It'd be like, I mean, of
Yeah.
course it's candy, it's gonna be sticky, but like you said, the ability to be able to eat, but they're addictive as hell. And candy
Yeah.
apples, I mean,
I need to learn how to set the candy better. That was my very first go at it. So the I one thing that I did wrong, especially with the apples, is that you have to make sure that they're completely dry. So I strained them, but they were um, soaking in lemon juice and water so that they could retain their like color. And it's a preservative, right? So they were soaking in the lemon juice. I didn't pat them dry when I dipped them.
candy, much like smoking meats or baking, is a learning curve. You learn little
It
tricks as you
is.
go along. You get to eat your mistakes. That's the best part, and it always tastes good. But, like, you learn things to make it the best, so I have no doubt that you'll be whooping up candy apples, regular style in no time. Um,
Yeah, I'm
I
sure.
love a good I would like to do you always see them like, with the nuts on the caramel ones. Like, you see the different
Yes.
ones, like, not just candy or caramel apple, but like a
The
top
gourmet
not
ones
I
that
don't want
have
it too fancy,
toppings.
yeah, like, I want it like a
Yeah, like
nuts,
they have
chocolate,
jimmies or
peanut butter,
crushed
whatever.
nuts or yeah,
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 yeah.
absolutely. But
Yeah,
not
I'm
like
all
I
for that.
so candy thermometer is an absolute game changer. I had one before, but it wasn't the right style. This one is perfect. It was like 12 bucks at Walmart. Oh my god, it's a game changer because now I can make taffy, I can make
Mm.
divinity, I can make all the candies now.
Well, that's funny that the thermometer is really the key there, just like with smoking meats. Your thermometer is your best friend, much like candy
Best
making.
friend.
It's
Yes.
like it's just the thing that you have to make sure that it's, like, working correctly. That you're because
Right.
all those things, candy making, smoking meats, it's yeah, you're just taking a temperature, but the reason you're doing it is because the science behind it is the chemistry that's taking place within the ingredients. You have to have that at a certain temperature, whereas other forms of cooking, it's not quite as much.
It's right, there's some variance. You're absolutely right, and so, we love watching those shows, like, remember that one show where the guy made all the crazy chocolate creations? He was like a chocolate sculptor or
Oh,
whatever.
I'll turn it
The
on right
sugar
now. It's, what's his face? Yeah, he's got the little mustache. He's French.
he
I
does
can't
the
think of what
sugar
his name is though.
sculptures. Well,
He's the
so
best in like
when
he's
I
the
was
best.
doing the sugar, when I was making the candy, like, I was like, "Ye" so, have you ever watched somebody mold a candle? So you take a candle and you dip it in a vat of cold water and then you ladle melted wax over it in the cold water and you can like twist it and turn it. I watched a one girl make a dragon holding onto a candle just by using water and twisting in the water and pouring more wax. So I was doing not doing it with the candy, but I was seeing how I could do that with the candy to make shapes, like how he made like the bird's nest and the glass globe
Yeah.
and all that. I'm learning how to do
Mm.
all that now. I'm gonna learn how to make like sugar creations out of everything.
Now that's fun.
That's what
That's something I can get behind.
Yeah.
No, well, this brings up another interesting point because now we're talking about food and stuff, but now we're headed into the real like Super Bowl era of the food. So literally within
Yeah.
the next 3 months, you have Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Super Bowl. 4 big food events. You know what I mean? In a 3 month span where you get all the
Yeah.
good stuff. All the good stuff. Like
Facts.
each meal's different too. Cause like Thanksgiving, of course we know what Thanksgiving is. Christmas is usually similar to the Thanksgiving, but it's usually done purposely different because you just had Thanksgiving.
Right.
New Year's is like all party food. It's all your little weenies and your fucking bacon wrap things and your fucking barbecued
Shrimps.
fucking shrimps. I ate so many shrimp. I got iodine poison. Little 3-6 UGK for you, sipping on some scissor. Um, but and then of course the Super Bowl's similar to what I would say is New Year's, but there's a little probably more substance behind it because Super Bowl, you want a good meal, eat a hoagie, eat some pizzas, something like that. Um, so it's good. It's my favorite 3 months.
Yeah. I mean,
Favorite
and
favorite
I
three
love to
months from
cook.
the Halloween to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Because for me, it's not the same as like your everyday cooking. It's a
Yeah.
project, it's a craft, it's an art. You're doing extra things with all the things. So, like, I absolutely love to be Betty Crocker during the holidays. It's my favorite vibe is like just having music or something going on in the kitchen, TV, and just running around cooking all day. I love it. It's like peaceful for me. Like it's a very like when I'm angry, cooking is probably a good place for me to like get out of my brain. If I'm like too inside myself, start cooking cuz then it like I'm concentrating, I'm forgetting about like the crap and I'm just like in the moment
Well,
cooking.
that's what I was gonna say is I think it's the task because in
Yeah.
cooking, you're focused. This is the
Yeah.
order, this is what this, da, 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 da. Like it takes you out of you as a process. Most of the time throughout your day, you're not in that sort of regimented step by step
Right.
by step by step. So like you said, it gives you that sort of, I don't know, turn your mind off kind of thing and focus on something
Yeah.
else.
It's
You
like a
don't
mi
have to be
it's
worried
not a
about.
mindless activity because you do have to put your mind to it,
No,
but you're concentrating and thinking through. And I've said this very often, I would love to see a video from like a we need to put a ring cam in the kitchen when we're doing an event because like, I swear
any camel do.
it's like a symphony, right? Of you and I, because we know our stations. We know who's prepping what. We know who's going to be chopping veg. Like we always kind of know where we're going to be in the kitchen at what time. We like, and it's not like we sit down and have a meeting and talk about it. We're like, okay, I'm
No.
making this at this time, this at this time. And then like, but the activity of us just kind of gliding through the kitchen past each other doing our things. It's kind of
Well,
cool.
I think
It's like a
because
dance.
we have a good kitchen to do, we've this never worked previously. It's the space of
I
the
mean, it
kitchen.
did, but not
But
as well.
the reason that you and I do is because when we set out to do it, I don't help you with your stuff. You don't help me with my stuff. We have our jobs, we're doing them, and we know that the other person's doing theirs, so you're just mindful of what they're doing
Right,
and where they're doing it.
right.
Which is
That's
how a good
it.
kitchen operates. I mean, that's how a good
Yeah.
kitchen operates.
Well, we've both worked in kitchens as
Everybody
well,
should
so
know
we
their
get it.
station, like you said. What's that?
I said we've both worked in kitchens as well, so we get it.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't automatically mean you know what's going on because 90% of the people I worked in the kitchen had no clue of this concept. Uh, but that's the way that it's
Not
supposed to
naming any
work. And a
names.
good kitchen manager makes that happen. That's why it's important to have somebody like that. You can't just have a head cook. Perfect example, like local establishment that we know that rhymes with smorchard. Like, yeah, he's a head cook, but like he's not managing the kitchen. You need to
No.
manage the kitchen and manage the people and the workflow and who's doing what. It can't just be a free for all.
Exactly.
I
Schmortsford.
like doing it. I like running a kitchen, but the problem is
I
the
do
only
too.
kitchen that I ever wanna run is mine, and I don't wanna do that.
Right.
Like, I like the idea of it in concept, and when I'm doing it, I like doing it, and yeah, if I could make a gazillion dollars doing it, I would. But, like, the
Right.
pay is not there for people to manage kitchens. Like,
No.
that
Not
do
even
it if
high-end
you found
ones,
the right
really.
situation and the right people, could an offer be made? Sure. If you hear me out there, some of those people have told me that they would love to make me that offer if they ever own their own place, so feel free.
Girl make it.
Because I do enjoy that pressure. I like the kitchen, and I like the you know what I mean? Like, I like the
Well,
hotness, I like
because
the people firing back and forth.
it's the fast pace, but you know it's gonna be over at some point. There's a stopping point to it. You know, at
Right.
10 o'clock, you're not accepting another order or whatever the case may be. So that's why I love it. Cause like even like when I worked up at South Mountain, I used to be like there would be a group coming in like right before I was ready to shut everything down. I'd be like, hell yeah, put the tickets through because it's the last one. I know that's the last thing I have to do tonight. Right. So absolutely. I love busy kitchens. I love them. Home, restaurant. It's just a cool place to be. It's like the ER. I like hanging out in the ER too.
It's a better
That's
ER,
weird.
you can't eat nothing in the ER. I mean, maybe if you got a good cafeteria. I tell you what, them chicken patties down there at the Waynesboro Hospital, shout out there. No, I'm teasing. But no, I love a good cafeteria, and a hospital is one of the I judge a lot. I mean, there's some good ones, there's some bad ones, but I love when a hospital serves nothing but unhealthy food. I hate these ones that try to be modern. It's just like salads and shit. Nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
I want a chicken patty, a burger, and a sausage, egg, and cheese, my friend.
Right before I go in
And
for
that way,
heart
if I have
surgery.
a heart
God
attack,
damn.
I can head right upstairs to the fourth floor and get myself zapped or whatever I need done.
Speaking of which, speaking of hospitals though, um, we were out at UPMC in Altoona, right? Is that what it is? Is it a UPMC?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, their snack bar has a Starbucks in it. It has, like, good pretzels. It had all this stuff, but the only beef I had with their cafe, their menu fucking s like, you couldn't I it was
You
pictures,
didn't
that's
even know
it.
what they had.
I didn't know what they had. Somebody was walking away with this gorgeous fucking sandwich, and I didn't know what I wasn't gonna be like, "Hey, can I" like, that's rude. So, yeah, I mean, but
Where'd
their
you
food
get
was
that?
good. It's such a like, the layout of their hospital I love the whole thing about their hospital. I'm obsessed with hospitals too because I've been working in medical settings for the past 20 years. So, like, I like the hustle and bustle of a ER as much as I like the hustle and bustle of a kitchen. And I'm
I
like,
love
when I go to hospitals, I'm, like, in it. Like, I'm checking everything out, where how everything's laid out, all of it.
As long as I'm not the one that's there for an affliction or whatever I'm there for, as long as I'm just a
Right.
visitor, then I'm scouting it out. Snack bars, vending machines, soda pop. No, no, I do. I check. I'm like, what can I get from there? And that's how I've always been as a kid because that was like the opportunity to like get something because you weren't at home. You like,
So my big thing at the hospital is their ice machines. Like, cause like on the floors, they have the good. They have the crunchy little shaved
I mean,
little
some probably do.
the best ones do.
I think it's probably like convenience stores. Some are Rudders, some are Sheets, some are whatever. Some got good ice, some got bad.
So it's funny though that when people say the good ice, we're all referring to the crunchy ice. Like that's the common nomenclature or whatever. Like nobody's ever calling
With
those
ice
hard
people,
ass nobody's calling those hard ass
squares.
little cubes that have the holes in the middle. Nobody's calling those the good ice. No, it's the
Mm.
crunchy ice, like the soft.
Yeah, Rudders has it in his little pellets. That's the good stuff.
Yeah, the pellets, but it's the
The
texture of
pellets.
them. I don't even care what shape they are. It has to be like the soft, almost like a
Well,
slushy, but like No.
The shape has a lot to do with it, though. The shape has a lot
Yeah.
to do with the way that it freezes. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, so that has a lot to do with that.
Yep. Yeah, I love the good ice.
The good
Um,
ice, buddy.
there was something else that I wanted to talk. Oh. So, it is Halloween themed, but not necessarily, and it keeps coming up in my feed for so many reasons. So we're
What?
just gonna lay this all out. It's not Halloween specific, but I gotta pee real quick and then we're gonna talk about it.
Neither was Thanksgiving, but
Did the camera pick up me peeing? You're weird.
yep.
Could you hear me? You could. You could
No,
hear my pee.
no, I
Oh,
couldn't.
because I was gonna sell
No.
to OnlyFans if you could.
No, I couldn't hear it, but here's what I do hear. Do I kind of look like a wrestler?
Never. Yes, you do
What?
look exactly like a wrestler. You look exactly
Okay.
like a wrestler. You alright
There you
now?
have it.
No, I was gonna sell my,
Mhm.
peeing noise to
No,
OnlyFans
don't.
and see if
That's
anybody would
disgusting.
download
Don't
it.
talk about that. Don't talk about that. That's disgusting. People don't buy.
Um,
That's so horrid that we live in a society where people are actually doing that.
so
Anyway,
so then this might gross you no, we've talked about this before. So, I want to open a boutique funeral parlor.
ooh, yeah, that's nice. That's not selling pee for Christ's sakes.
It's
Uh,
nice
this
in
a boutique
theory,
funeral
but
parlor.
yeah, what do you think it is?
A boutique funeral parlor? That's where you have like
Yeah.
cool funerals. Yeah.
Yeah, like badass funerals. So here's where the thought stemmed from. I'm just going to give everybody the history so they can be in my brain with me. One of my favorite movies when I need to let it all out and sob my heart out is P.S. I Love You. It also has
Heart
a
attack.
stellar sound. Yeah, yes. It has a stellar soundtrack. And one of my favorite songs that I listen to on the regular is If I Ever Leave This World Alive. It is, I think, is it Flogging Molly or, um, oh shit. Hold on. I need to
I have
look
no
this one up
idea.
because I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
The
I don't know
Pogues.
my Irish
It's the
bands.
Pogues.
The
It's the
Pogues,
Pogues. Who sings If I
as in
Ever Leave This World Alive on the movie P.S. I Love You?
if I ever leave this world alive. Well,
I'm okay.
I thank you.
It is Flogging Molly. I was right the first
There you
time.
go.
Ha.
There you go.
Um, but
There you
yeah,
go.
it's one of my absolute hands down favorite songs. And the premise of the song or the movie, like I'm sure most people know already because it's like 100 years old, is that he knows he's dying. So he like sets it up so that she gets all these experiences after he dies, right? Um, but one of my favorite scenes is they're all sitting around his ashes, just like doing shots in a bar. That is, that's me. When I die, just fucking sit around, put my ashes in the room wherever you are, do a bunch of shots, sing a bunch of songs. Don't sing Four Non Blondes because I've aired that one out. Don't sing Me and Bobby McGee because I've aired that one out. Those don't represent me as a human. I will leave a list of songs you can sing on my behalf. One of them, If I Ever Leave This World Alive. So that got me thinking about, well,
Well, can
I
I
want a place where
share my
everybody.
funeral dream first
Yeah, you
before you
absolutely
go
can,
into
but I
that?
just went but we gotta
Well,
segue into they have to have the visual though, right? So, I want to open this boutique funeral parlor where you can do wild things at the funerals within reasonable limits of the law, right?
no
But where
reasons.
there is a bar, you can play badass music. I can speak from experience. Some of the songs that I played at my son's funeral, I was getting fucking dirty looks, and I don't ever want to
Well,
have anybody be getting dirty looks for their family's songs. Go ahead.
that's part of it too, though, is having the attached bar. That makes it pretty great. You're like, "Where's Steve?" "Over at the bar." How great would it be to have I can't believe nobody ever put a bar in a funeral home before. I mean, it's perfect.
Oh, let's see if they have. No, I'm not. I'll look it up later, but
No,
yeah,
I
like,
mean, not now, but
it's
I'm sure that maybe somebody has, but
right, like, I I mean, people are paying $20,000 or more for a funeral. I wouldn't even charge that much. My boutique funeral parlor would
you
be
can get an open
reasonable.
bar for like $1,000.
Right, exactly. Like, come on now. I want it to be a celebration of life parlor, but only after the person's dead. We do parties for the living too all the time, but I'm attached. I want people to go out the way that they want to, right? Which leads into how you want to go out.
Well, what the thing is though is that what people look when you go to a funeral, what's everybody's like when the actual funeral part's over, that's when the real fun begins. And I don't mean fun, but like that's when you're able to talk to people, like hug it out, tell stories, share, laugh, cry, eat, drink, do whatever. Everybody loves the thing afterwards, the reception, whatever you call it. Seems weird to call that the reception when that's what you call the thing after a wedding, but regardless,
Right.
um the reception and like or the party back at the house, you know what I mean, or whatever. That's what
Right.
everybody looks
The
forward to because
homecoming, the vigil, whatever.
that's what they really going for. So why not just make the
Yeah.
whole thing that? Like, no
Right.
fan if you walk in here in a suit and tie, you're getting punched in the face, bub. No, I'm kidding. But
No,
you can
I
do
mean,
whatever you want.
some people might want like a tuxedo
No,
only
I
funeral.
well,
Whatever your
if that
wishes
case, I
are.
think maybe right, I agree. We would tend to do that, but if that's what you want, then probably going to our boutique funeral parlor is not the place for you. But
Yeah.
if that's what you want, that's what we'll give you. But this all brings to the culmination of what I would love of this is, and this is what I'm going to do at my funeral. This is what I want done. I'm going to shoot video beforehand. Like when they cremate me and stuff, I'm going to have to get with the people that are doing this because I need to have some visionary like thing over my own video in my funeral. But I want, as people walk in, I want the gates of hell are open wide by Alan Jackson playing. So that way they're like, "Where's Scott?" And it's like, "The gates of hell are open
Swing
wide."
open
And then
wide, inviting
then
me.
when they say something about the flames they're gonna be like pushing me into the fucking fire of the thing. And that's gonna be
The
playing in the
flames are
video of
spreading everywhere.
yeah,
And
they're gonna be
through the
pushing my video of them pushing my
smoke,
coffin
I see it clear.
into the cremator, and and they'll be like, and then I'm like at the gates of hell, and I'm like there, like welcoming you to the carnival of hell, and I'm just like standing there like in Alan Jackson, like in a shiny cowboy suit with a cowboy hat, like this, sort of like the gate, you know, when you picture, I always think of the back of the Led Zeppelin 4 album where the person's just like standing there with the stick, like next to the thing or whatever. Like just something simple like that where it's like just welcoming you to hell. Um, I'm gonna have all sorts of hell
Oh,
jokes, Satan jokes. I want it to be really a good time. I want the people that are like Christians in my family to probably feel uncomfortable with it, but they'll know me, so it'll be fine. Because I want people to be like, I want them to be like, I want the person like officiating to be like, Scott is down there now, smiling up at us. Well, he's probably not smiling. He's probably screaming. But yeah, I want it to be fun. I want it to be a good time.
yeah,
I want the
mine won't
last
be
thing that people
near as
think about me is to
elaborate.
be like, that goofy fucker.
Yeah, I just want to be planted. I want my ashes to be a weeping willow tree. That's all. But the actual, like I said, the part I want everybody to just be drinking and telling
Well,
the
you
crazy.
having a good
For
time.
me, like, depending on who outlives me, there's some fucking crazy stories that could be shared that are fun, funny. People are gonna laugh because I was a bitch and just like street fought all the time. People are gonna laugh because I roast people all the time. I'm I'm not a stand-up comic, but I'm funny to fucking people because the way I talk shit. I don't wanna be known for talking shit. Oh. Well, anyways, as
Well,
I
I
do the
don't think that'd
podcast,
be the main thing that people know you for.
no.
I think
It
people will be
depends on
like,
who you
I
ask,
think
I'm
the number one
sure.
thing if well, I think if you ask around, I think the number one thing that people are like, "Who's such a great singer. She's such a great singer. We want a videos of her doing it." That's what I think people would say.
Well,
They'd be like, "I loved her voice. I loved her attitude."
maybe that's what I'll do. I'll write a song and cut it before and it'll only be released
Yes.
at my funeral. Only be released
Yes,
at
and
my
it'll be
funeral.
great. It'll be great. I think personally, I think Willie Nelson summed it up best when he said, "Roll me up and smoke me when I die." That's like that's pretty much just do that. Put my ashes in the dirt, grow a weed plant, roll me up and smoke me when I die.
Oh, my Lanta. Yeah, like,
I
I could oh, I'd be I'm not saying that death is funny, but we have to be able to, like, just be ourselves, and I feel like funeral parlors just take that away from you because 'cause they're so sterile.
it's your last time getting to celebrate like that person. And it's like just going to like Uncle Kevin's thing or whatever. It's like he wouldn't have like he wouldn't have even gone if it was
No,
like he wouldn't
you
have
wouldn't
even
have.
gone. Like he would have
Mm-mm.
just been like, whatever, I'm not going to that. And he'd have stayed home and drank and like then he'd have waited because people would have went over and like but that's like the thing is like I just want people to treat me when I'm dead like they would any other day. Come on,
Right.
pass me a pass me a doobie, get me a beer, turn the Steelers game on, let's jam some Grateful Dead, and let's eat some bacon wrapped scallops, okay?
You just turned so Pittsburgh when you said that too. Oh, my Leonta. Um, what else we got to talk I feel like we had so much because
But
we had
no, I love
so
that
much going
idea
on.
because it's like like we saw people love the sort of like fancy death stuff. I mean, you see it. I think it would be great. I think you're right on with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would go.
I don't know. Plus, like, obviously, neither of us are morticians, so we'd have to hire a mortician, and I already know who I want
That's
to
easy.
hire.
Who?
Who? You said that's easy.
I
Oh, I
said
have
who?
somebody in mind. Oh, you said that's easy, and I was like, I when you said that's easy, I thought you meant
I
like
meant
you had
finding a
somebody
more
in mind.
no, you can find somebody easy. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of
Yeah,
morticians
but
out
you want
there.
one that fits the vibe of the place. That is
Well, you go
Lauren
to
the
the mortician
mortician.
school then, you're like, "Which one of you kids wants to come try something new? Which one of you is
No,
innovative?" Or you go to the
I want Lauren. Lauren the mortician.
who?
She's famous on TikTok. Her name's Lauren the mortician. She's a
Oh,
real mortician. She's
oh,
a
I have no
medical
idea who that
examiner,
is.
but she does socials and she's very like goth kind of. But she's also a mother. Like she's very like paradoxical, right?
Aren't
She's very cool.
aren't all
I
morticians
met
goth?
her. Sure, you could argue that. I mean, yeah. I mean, the true definition of gothic would probably imply that. But I met her because of Bunny, XO. Bunny had her on
Mm.
the podcast and I fell in love with her, but I wasn't sure because she seems a little like Permit Patty. But then when I actually started watching her content, she breaks stuff down and like she debunks things. So like she's been recently debunking because Candace Owens is fucking woo off her meds, I guess. And she's been saying
I
all
quit
this
paying attention a
conspiracy
few
shit
weeks
about
back.
right. Well, she's been doing all this stuff about Charlie Kirk conspiracies, whatever. And Lauren, the mortician, broke it down. She was like, this is what really happens. This is why the report said that. Nobody's trying to conspire.
Mhm.
You're just reading too much into it.
That's just it, especially when people don't understand things that they don't do. They're like, "Why would someone do this?" Well, why would I watched one whole thing where she was like, "Why would someone use the word what was it? And then they showed 19 she's like, "Nobody would use that word. Nobody uses that word anymore." Then they proceeded to show a month's worth of clips of her using that word way before the thing ever even happened.
Oh my god. It's
Yeah,
exhausting with her.
she's a mess.
I
Yeah.
honestly couldn't tell you what's going on in her life because I didn't unfollow her, but, like, I just since I stopped clicking into her content when it comes up in my feed, like, they don't show me her content anymore. Because like, it's
You did
just
what Charlie
she's
Kirk did. He didn't unfollow her. He just like, "Well, let me just back off a little
slowly
bit."
backed away.
And
Yeah, I mean, but he
it
fired
just
her first. He did fire
No,
her
but you know what
from
I'm
Turning
saying
Point.
though,
No,
like,
I don't know if he's the
yeah,
one that actually
it's
was
but
I don't even know if he was there,
yeah, that's
but
exactly
yeah.
right. But yeah, no, that's all fun and games. But yeah, yeah, she's a
Yeah, yeah, I don't even wanna talk about that. What do we got coming
yeah, I
up
don't wanna
though?
talk about that
So,
anymore.
the next couple weeks we've got the open mic that you've already talked about, that is gonna be so fun. They might be giving away or did you already say?
No, I didn't say, but their plan was to give away Penguins tickets to the Penguins Red Wings game. That's November 4th, Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., Fetz's, Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Then on Black Friday, details to be announced. I think it's going to be at the Masonic Temple here in Johnstown, but All the Wrong Moves coming back with another show. More to come on that. I don't know the details. Then that Saturday after Black Friday is the Three Scots and a Knot show. This is going to be so much fun. At State College,
I can't
me and my
wait.
two favorite Scots are going to rip, rip. And it's going to be fun. I'm like, I'm excited about it. We possibly may have, there will be a knot. We don't know who it is. It might be Ridge. It might be somebody else. It depends on schedules. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm excited
But we
about that.
also,
Well, oh, go ahead.
no, 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 no. I was just going to say, we do have some other things planned in there, but none of it's local to here. Like we have the
Right. Well,
565 thing and all that. Yeah.
oh, right, right. Well, you can talk about Pittsburgh. Don't discount them. They're
Well, I
still
don't
part of our
remember the dates, so
community.
I don't want to talk.
But
I don't want to talk. No, I just don't want to talk about the dates because I don't remember what it was.
so we're going out not hopefully, I think we're going out Saturday to they're doing a vigil for Matthew McDonald um out near California, Pennsylvania. So we might
Out
ride out there
California
and
way.
talk to the folks, see what, get some footage of the visual. But so two things that I am calling out right now because I want to get them stamped, marked out into the ether. So we talked about the holidays coming up, my favorite time of year. I almost wore a Christmas shirt tonight. One thing that I thought of just today that I haven't even talked to you about yet is I want to do a live recording of the podcast up at the mall, the Galleria.
Oh,
That
that
way,
would
if
be
people
fun.
want to stop by and like say hi, they can.
Get
They
some
can come
Southern
in and sit
City.
in the booth and get. Yeah, yes, yes. And then the other thing I'm putting out into the ether, because we need to start talking about it now if it's going to happen. And so this might be a casting call. I haven't really thought about it yet, but I would really, 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 I want to put on a Christmas variety show this year. I don't know where we're doing it. I don't know who's
Mm.
going to be involved. It's going to be the feel of like 1975 old Bobby Goulet type, bad hair, bad suits.
Can I be like, this child is a blessing to the both of us? Give me, let me, Joseph, will swaddle this baby. And then I want to get up and do the, then I'm going to pat you on the head like we just got done a basketball game.
Wait,
Silent night.
silent night. Oh, yes, we can do it. I really, really, really want to. So we know that I sing. There are lots of other people we know who sing. I would love to do a live. remix of Christmas Time for the Jews from SNL. It's one of my I
Oh.
love doo-wop. I love that type of music. I love that lady's voice. I can't think of it right now. But yeah, I wanna do that. I wanna do skits. I wanna
Here's
do
my question is,
comedy.
you can sing but have you ever played Pippin? No.
So, funny enough, no, I didn't even but the only time that I was ever in any production like that, I was also, way back, deep in the back, extra. Nothing important ever came my way. So much so that because I was overweight in high school, right? So I didn't cast well. So I became the stage manager and said, "Fuck it, I'm producing these shows." So I produced 3 musicals and while I
Right.
was in high school because I didn't want to be in the show because I was too insecure about being fat. Even though I could sing way better
Yeah,
back then, than I can.
I don't think I was
What's
ever in
that?
anything. I other than that one man play that I did and won the goddamn fucking history thing. Let me tell that story because that's fun. So there was what in Pennsylvania, there's this thing, it's called it's like part of National History Day, but Pennsylvania, like, has their own thing, and they have contests. You can either write an essay, you can make a project, or you can do a performance. Well, me being and you had months to work on this, and it counted for part of your grade, and so we got to the state competition, and I was always a procrastinator, always lazy. And so I originally had partners in this play, and they all backed out about 2 weeks before the competition. We're like, "We're just writing papers." I was like, "I'll be goddamned if I'm writing a fucking paper." Like, so I was like, "I'm just gonna do this." So I went up there and did this whole play about this grand kid. They was in a hospital. I had like little bed sheets and things showing up. This guy was like, his grandfather was telling him the story of World War II, and like, then he like was a ghost. I don't even know. Like, he wasn't really there, like in the room.
Oh.
I did this all myself, one act play. I won the regional competition, and they were like, so I had to go do it again. Well, not only that, then they were like, "You did so well. Why don't you do it for the whole school?" And the way they wanted to do it was they were going to have me do it at different times throughout the day for each class that came into the history class. So everybody that had history in 7th period met in the library. I did it for those 3 classes. Then, like, 8th period, I did it for the next 3 class. I never had anything written down. So I just not only did I make it up the
Oh.
first time, but then I had to remember what I made up. And I got pretty good by, like, the 3rd or the 4th time I had it down, like, like, had it totally acted out. But you talk about putting yourself in a bad position because I was like when they asked me to repeat it, I was like, "What am I even gonna do? I don't even know what I said."
You're hilarious. But didn't you
That's
do that one
improv.
other time too? So for FFA, didn't you do wing it for an FFA speech and win something too? Or was that different?
Well, I never won it for a FFA thing. I did, now
Wung it.
FFA, I was super fucking good. Not only so at FFA, so the first thing I did, I won the state competition and that was just so that's like you recite the FFA creed and then they ask you questions about it. I was such a good boy. As I was giving the answers, I was like, "I'm winning this fucking thing," 'cause knew that I was so full of shit that day. It I couldn't have been more full of shit, and it worked just I mean, it was masterful I knew there was no chance that I was losing this thing 'cause I could see they were eating it up fucking lock, stock, and barrel. Then, the next year, I did a thing now this one, you could go to a national competition, and I was selling John Deere skid steers. It was team, it's called agricultural sales. And part of it was a written test, part of it was like, you had to give, like, a sales presentation, and they, like, were asking you questions, and, like, that's where I excel because I was just, like, selling this guy a freaking skid steer. Anyway, I won a scholarship because I think I was, like, 11th or something in the nation, when it was all said and done. And, I mean, basically, yeah, it was just being full of crap. That's why I was good at it, because you were like selling somebody a skid steer that was imaginary, that like you knew nothing about, and like I was like, picture yourself on your family farm. I remember like, picture this, like yeah.
Speaking of winning in school, oh my God, I got
Mm.
so teary eyed this morning scrolling through Facebook. As you know, but some of our
Who
listeners
won?
may not know, in high school, I was in the drum line. So when
Mhm.
so I played bass drum, but I could play drums. Like I could play other drums, but I just played the boom, boom, boom. But it was fun. I loved being in marching band. Loved it, loved it, loved it. It was the best experience of my life. Best people. Growing up in the 80s and 90s, like it wasn't like so American Pie bastardized and turned we said we were band geeks, but we weren't fucking geeks. Nobody in the drum line was a geek. Nobody in the trumpet line was a geek. Nobody in the saxophone line was a geek. Matter of fact, nobody was a geek. And when I went, but anyways, so I was scrolling through Facebook this morning and I was like, like back then we were huge. Like our band probably had like over 100 and some members, right? So it's declined over the years, funding for the arts. Blah, blah. Um, the drumline for Johnstown High School won states, first place. Mm. I cried so hard.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yay. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
huge
that's
actually
awesome.
because there's a lot of bands that actually still compete. Yeah.
I love that, the drumlet. It would just go and not just so much going on. It's why you can't even control yourself, and you're like, "What's happening right now?"
So it's so funny because like my tisms, um, I have auditory sensory issues, right? So noises greatly bother me. It's the opposite for a drum. When I hear drums live in a marching band setting, like you could tell me I won $1,000,000 and I wouldn't even give a shit because that drum music just gets
Well,
me somewhere where I can't even
I th
describe it.
I think your stuff is auditory, but your pleasing things are also auditory, and there's so much structure in drums. You know what I mean? Like, no beats
Mhm.
out of place.
Yes.
Everything's orderly. So I think
Yes.
that's why it's like a good reaction for you. Just like when you watch those stupid people
What are
click
you
those
saying that
stupid
I'm
fucking
receiving?
things. No,
Oh,
but
the
I'm
click
saying, like, it's the
tiles
same thing.
on
It's
TikTok?
rhythmically pleasing, yeah.
Yes. 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 But like it's not only so it passes like the recognition barrier and actually filters down into my soul and like the vibrations make my heart happy. Like I can feel it. Like I can like that's
Right.
cuz I don't think
Well,
that
that's
I
why they
have the
do
capability
healing
to experience
circles.
true joy. Yeah. Yeah. Like for me that's
With the
when
drums
somebody
and
asks
stuff.
me like you could tell me so many good things and I'll be like, "Oh, that's really awesome. I'm so excited." But like I'm saying I'm excited, but I have no feelings attached to it. The only time that I get the feeling of joy, well, there's 2 times. One is seeing a baby, and 2 is hearing drum beats that are the right ones. Because not all drum beats, like, it has to be a
Right.
certain rhythm and stuff too, so.
I bet you get on some of those odd timing things, it probably does the opposite for you.
Tool, speaking of odd timing, Tool music, as much as I like 2 of their songs, their drop their tuning and their bass lines give me full on panic anxiety. Full on panic anxiety. I
It's
can't take it.
designed to do that. It's designed to do that.
I
Yep.
know. I know. Um, there was one other thing that I wanted to talk about, and I can't remember what it was. I'm drawing. Oh, I know what it is. Okay, we're closing out. Unless you have any other topics. So I think this weekend we are going to, if we can, this is another thing where I need to put it out into the ether, right? You wrote the new song. for the podcast, and I want to release a music video for it. However, this song is a lot more specific than the generic one that I wrote. So we need to get some footage. So if you happen to be a Rudders worker and you see us out and about, just say, "Hey, Scott. Hey, Alana," so that we can like get it
If
into
you
the
happen to
podcast.
be a
If not,
Rudders
I'm going to be walking
worker,
around producing.
if you happen to be a Rudders worker, we need you to allow us a little access to be walking around your store. Maybe give me a free hoagie. I don't know. Egg roll was acceptable. Whatever.
Because we're going to be promoting you. Your Rudder's name is in our theme song, and it will stay there until the next iteration of Gilded Trash.
If Rudders had a face, you're looking at it. Because we tout Rudders to people. We promote Rudders more than probably anything else that we promote.
I can listen to this damn podcast and have Chappie pull out every time we said Rudders because we're always there. We're on the road a lot. We're on the road a lot in Pennsylvania. And our choices in Pennsylvania, on this side of Pennsylvania, Sheets and Rudders. Wawa's making its way this way.
They're making headway.
Rofo is making its way this way. They're making headway. Until Rofo gets in Pennsylvania deep, I'm going to continue to tout Rudders as my favorite.
They're barely crossed the border. They've barely crossed the border out there near York and stuff. They barely crossed it. We need them to be deep in Pennsylvania.
Deep.
I
But
want
in
it to
the
be so deep in
meantime,
Pennsylvania that
Rudders
Sheets
remains our
starts selling
favorite.
fried chicken.
What did they just start doing that I was like, so I noticed, and I don't remember which Sheets it is now, but there is a Sheets that has their coffee bar set up like Rudders. Because that's the one thing that we always talk about is one of the things that I love way better is the Rudders coffee bar because you have your little different tasty flavors that you can. We were at a Sheets and I don't remember where it was, but they had the Coldwell with the International Delight coffee creamers.
Well, Rudders also just has way better coffee than Sheets.
It tastes better. It tastes way better.
Yeah.
Because they're all doing the beans now. Like everybody's doing the beans. So it's not like the process. It is literally just whatever brand Rudders uses has whatever brand Sheets uses has a higher acidic level and like a sourness behind it that I can't get behind. I don't like Sheets coffee. I can't. Ugh.
Here's the thing is like I've tried coffee. I mean, I've drank coffee from just about every place there is to drink coffee from. Honestly, personally, I think Sheets is one of the worst coffees out there. Like I'd rather have McDonald's, anything. Like I like better than Sheets. I just do not like their coffee.
Yes, agree. Agree. All right. Well, on that note, I need coffee or something because I've been up since 4:30. So, if you see us out and about recording, maybe you'll make the music video. We might see you this weekend.
Hey.
Maybe we'll be handing out candy. I don't know. But if nothing else, you guys know the deal. Stay trashy.
Stay trashy.
Mic in hand, laughs in the breeze, UFOs and smoking trees. Gilded trash where the wild things roam. Laughter and legends lead
All the Rudders employees know our name.